Dallas rapper Yella Beezy and his two co-defendants in a murder-for-hire case are set to stand trial August 24th. His real name is Marquise Conway. Prosecutors say he paid a hitman to gun down his rap rival on 35 in Dallas, November of 2020. And a debate in the case is whether rap lyrics can be used as evidence. Fox 4's Lori Brown live with the story. Lori.
Heather, today, attorneys for the accused hitmen and prosecutors argued if the gunman should stand trial first or the rapper accused of hiring him. Here is the backstory. Dallas rapper Yella Beezy, whose real name is Marquise Conway, is accused of hiring Kewan Dontrell White to shoot his rap rival, Mo 3, whose real name is Melvin Noble. Prosecutors say the two rappers had a long-standing feud that Conway also wrote about in his lyrics. White, the alleged hitman, was arrested in December 2020 and is serving an 8-year, 9-month federal prison sentence on firearm charges related to the incident. The judge ruled today that White will still stand trial first, but his defense attorneys argued the man accused of hiring him should be the first on trial.
Mr. Conway's attorneys have absolutely no duty to disclose anything to the state about what their defense is or anything to any of the other co-defendant attorneys about what their defense may be. And it may be that the only way that we can discover that there is some alternative theory, that there is some other evidence that exists that would benefit our client in his defense is through that trial. Is through Mr. Conway's trial.
We are asking the court to do what's right, not only by the criminal justice system, but by the family, and let this community hear this case of the man who is alleged of shooting and killing Melvin Noble on I-35 and is also charged with aggravated assault for shooting a neurosurgeon in the head that day on the freeway.
White's attorney argued that there could be bank statements and other financial records that could come out at Conway's trial, and not knowing about those documents puts their client at a disadvantage. Prosecutors argued that with White in custody since 2020, his counsel has had plenty of time to seek out those documents on their own. The judge plans to make a decision about whether or not rap lyrics are admissible at a later time. The judge asked attorneys to make sure that all three defendants are ready to stand trial August 24th in case a plea deal ends up changing the schedule. Heather.
All right, Lori Brown live in Dallas. Thank you.